Yo, what up, bumpers? There was an update to Danger Zone last night, and I thought I'd take a quick little couple of minute video to show you basically what the change is. This change was brought in. It's about the parachute and kind of how the parachute operates. Basically, if you didn't know before, the parachute had an auto deploy function, which meant if you bump, and right now I'm not pressing anything, there's a high chance that the parachute is just going to deploy on its own, which can be incredibly annoying if you're expecting to be able to do it yourself and land real close to the ground. So that was a problem with the parachute before. But now they've actually given us a command, parachute auto deploy. So if you set that to 0, the parachute will not auto deploy. So if I do kind of a similar bump and my hands are off the keyboard, hands up, it won't deploy and you will just hit the ground. So now you can do like bumps where you land incredibly close to the ground without taking any damage, which is pretty nice. That's how the parachute should work. That is intended, surely. The auto deploy kind of messes that up though. I get what they're trying to do with that, but it's not helpful for people who want full control. However, there is one issue with the parachute in general. If you're a double bumper, like me and like a lot of other people these days, it's pretty fun to do. It's going to cause some issues there because having the parachute regardless of the setting that you have on. So let's turn auto deploy off. So right now only space will trigger it. There's a problem because if you long jump when bumping, which if people don't know, there's a little video I can link in the description explaining that, but it basically, you hold space and you go a lot further basically, and you hold space throughout the whole thing and you'll just travel so much further. But the problem with that is, if you hold space, that will also deploy it by manually just because you're holding space. So here, as you can see, just after the apex, it will deploy the parachute. And if you're a bumper, this is going to be a bit of an issue if we do the platform AA or classic. Just do this, hold space, yeah, throw out my bump, looks good, trajectory is nice, but oh look, the parachute opens, because I'm holding space the entire time, because these bumps are so much better if you're holding space. You probably can't even make it over here without space. So now I've taken the parachute off, and I'm going to show you basically what happens without the parachute at all. You fly over, you hold space to get the extra speed and distance, and then you can hit the double bump all Gucci. But this basically means for me, it's not really going to change anything. I'm still not going to pick up the parachute. If I can't do doubles and stuff like that, there's no point in having it, but I have ways to, avoid the damage anyway, and I can deal with it. It's not too big of a deal for me, but I think we can all agree parachutes are better now. However, it doesn't help me that much, so I can see why other bumpers are a little annoyed at it, but a lot of other bumpers don't want it in the game anyway, from what I've read so far. But this change, it will help the new bumpers, because I mean, those kind of people are, they're basically, they're not holding, they don't know about the hold space and all that kind of stuff, so they're just going to bump people like this, see the guy and be like, oh, there he is, and then tap space just before they land, which is definitely going to help them, and so I think that's pretty good, actually. But for me and a lot of others, I think we'll choose to basically not pick up the parachute, because, if I can't do doubles, then what the heck am I doing, you know what I'm saying? So even stuff like this wouldn't even be doable, which is kind of sad, really, because I don't know. I don't even know if it is sad. I think it's fine. Whatever. I don't need the parachute. You shouldn't need the parachute. If you feel like you need the parachute, pick it up. It's probably better now. Just make sure you change the command. I hope that cleared up the command a bit, just a little. I think there's a bit of misinformation going around, so I think it's good to just basically show it. So all in all, I think it's probably a good thing. Doesn't help me that much, but I don't even mind if it doesn't. I think the system I do now, I don't really want anything to change. But maybe some others do. But let me know what you think down in the comments. Get ready to hop back in the DZ, boys. We got unfinished business, you know what I'm saying?